friends, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Felicia. This is another collective tarot reading at Felicia Trace Tarot. And this is the daily tea spill. This is the morning tea with Fee. And let's see, I don't think I'll be here every day, but anytime I feel that bitches is very salty. Okay, so let's get into it. What is the tea? Okay, the tea. Oh my god. Okay, so the morning tea is that you have someone very triggered. This person's name starts with letter A. I'm hearing the names Anna or Annie. And the tea is that this person is triggered, okay? I think people know when this person gets triggered. So, let's get more. We have oblivious and awareness. Okay, interesting. So, so something recently, the tea on you is that, even from within the last day, since the last morning tea was posted, I feel like that something that you did the other day really triggered somebody, because it disillusioned. I think that the reason why this person, the T, is that people are saying the reason this person is triggered by you is because you disillusion something false, something fake, or just show that they were not as good as you in some type of way. Something you've done made someone feel really unstable is what I'm hearing, okay? This person could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Some of these people were very oblivious to this person's, like, something fake that someone was doing. Like, I think that, I don't know, this came up on a topic on the channel a couple months ago. There's a situation where this could probably be a situation where this is like a con artist, okay? This is a con artist, or this is something where people got triggered when they realized that it was fake. Like, something realized that someone was fake, that they were a catfish, or that something was plastic surgery, or something that someone lied about something, or just, I don't know what that could be, you know. And it's very triggering when people find out that it's fake. They're like, okay. Or that it wasn't as good. Okay. This is someone who has a big butt. This could be someone who has a big butt, or this could be you that has a big butt. People are saying that someone thought that they were all that because they have a big butt. They're saying that someone thought that they were all that because they had a big butt, and they thought that that would get them chosen over you. And then some of you guys, you grew your booty without even trying, or this was not a scenario where the girl with the bigger butt won. And I feel like the tea is that, like, we love, like, that some people, like, I think that this is just, like, this is a matter of preference, okay? Some people, you know, they will say that they don't want a big butt, and that's what they'll say, right? We don't care then. But, you know, if you don't want it, then don't obsess about it, type thing, you know? Type-ish. But also, like, this is a situation where, like, maybe you're showing people that, like, stop body typing butts and stop being so obsessed about the size of a butt, because there are places where we don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? There are places where that is not the priority or even the desire or even the aesthetic. And so something where someone thought that they were going to win because they had a bigger booty, or they thought that they were going to win because they went to go get plastic surgery to get a big butt, and they chose you or chose someone else because they were natural, or this big booty was not like, it was actually not the body that was preferred. It was like something, the tea is that despite this person having a big booty or something like that, your body was preferred. Okay. So what's the morning juicy tea on you? Okay. SEX, money, power, psychic, and intuitive. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. We haven't forgotten about you, Riri. Oh my god, and then we have the Fourth Amendment. That's crazy because this came out in a reading yesterday. And I'm hearing a gang stalker, okay? Someone who saw you with the privilege to getting rewards and recognition. The T is that someone who saw that you were a privilege to get rewards and recognition, they made it. They said some type of privilege of a big booty or some type of other privilege that got you more sex, money, and power. And they know that people are wild about you. They know that people know that this sex is erotic and wild, and that you have a wide range of motion. LOL. And they're saying that people were oblivious at this person who has been fighting you for sex, money, and power. But I'm hearing that they're saying that behind the scenes, that this person has been violating some type of, committing some type of crime against you or violating your rights. And they're saying that this was some type of obliviousness that they were under. Like, they didn't know that this person was competing for sex. They didn't know this person was competing for money and power. And so, like, they didn't want you to be able to work out or something like that. They didn't want you to be able to work out, or they didn't want you to be able to they didn't want you to have enough money to do what you needed to do. They didn't want you to have power. Some of these people may have even started to search and seize your home and properties, and violated a lot of your privacy. Is what I'm hearing. Violated a lot of your privacy. And yeah, I'm hearing that this happened in a place that was like, the T on you is that someone was oblivious to a violation of their rights. I'm hearing something where someone was oblivious. Like, maybe the T is that someone came into somebody's home, somebody's ex came into their home and searched through their house papers, and this was an unreasonable search and seizure that violated them and stopped them from that harmed them or stopped them from doing something or took something that they needed. And this person is like, I don't know, the T, I don't know, this could be a lot of different things, but the T on this morning is that that someone was oblivious about their ex, and that they were so busy wrapped up in you and your body and wild for you. I'm hearing that this person, they were so busy, having sex with you, giving you money and power, and they were wild about you. They didn't realize that this ex was just, they were coming around pretending to be cool, right? And this was something that you were very psychic and intuitive around. I'm hearing that you were psychic and intuitive about an ex and made this person aware that this ex was unreasonably searching and seizing their house, that this ex was violating them, that this ex came into their house and stole a piece of their their paper, or did something else that that took something that they needed for court, or did something else that was just a competition for sex, money, and power. They're saying that the T is that someone who was envious of your body. Someone said, "Oh my God, this is so weird." This could be a romantic partner that people are gossiping about with you, and they're saying that this romantic partner was oblivious to people who could be jealous of your body type, and that they were not good protection, that they let somebody in y'all house, or that that this person that someone violated y'all because you guys were having sex and you were getting money and power, and they knew that this person was wild about you. They knew that this person was obsessed about you. They knew that this person could not keep their hands off of you. And I'm hearing that the T is that a warrant is being issued for this person, okay, for some type of violation that they did. And it turned out that this was just an obsession with your body type or something like that. It turned out that this was an obsession about your body type, and people were disillusioned by that. They were like, "Oh, we didn't know that this person was obsessed, okay? Or we didn't know that this person was truly the inferior one, because we were not even comparing, Or some of you guys, let's get more, okay? What's the tea on you this morning? What's the tea on you this morning? For the collective. Okay. Prosperity, yep. So, I think that this is definitely about something negative that you've had to face with someone who violated your rights. And that people are saying that you were very psychic and intuitive around gaining an awareness around this ex or around someone else who might be going to prison, okay? The T is that you're the prosperous one, friend. The T is that, like, people are saying that you have everything that you ever wanted, including a sex with someone who is wild about you. I'm hearing that you are, this person is wildly obsessed with your body, and can't, they're always, they can't wait to have sex with you, and they know that this sex is prosperous. They know that sex is tantric. They know that it's not some oblivious sex that they're used to having with their ex. Like, some people, oh my God, y'all, I got to the bottom of it, I think the gag is, on this tea spill, is that, like, their ex was not the wild sex. Their ex was not the person that they were obsessed with. Their ex was not the one that made them put up all the boundaries. Their ex is not the one that they really had this, like, this magnetic attraction to. And they're saying that the ex resorted to violence to get sex, money, and power. That they were desperate, and they did anything to get this person to choose them, okay? And even had been violating this person without them being aware of it. And this is really like, I'm hearing that this embarrassed your partner because they realized that they were really rejected and abandoned. That this was not somebody who really, like, wanted them for them, but they just wanted to steal sex, money, and power from you because they realized that you were the one that they were really into. You were the one that made their dream come true. I'm hearing that you were like a dream partner. Like, maybe, like I said, some of you, this ex saw your body and saw that you had a curvature. I'm hearing something where you might have even met the ex or something like that, or they found you on social media. And I'm getting that ever since this ex found you on social media, they have turned into an enemy with this person. It's like they knew, ever since they saw you on social media or saw your body type in person. Perhaps maybe you met them. Ever since this person saw a curve going extending outside your backside, you might have even caught them staring at you. Someone's name is Helen. Like, you might have even caught them staring at your body and staring, like, you might have caught their instinctual response to your body and knew Like this was the psychic and intuitive capability that you had where you knew this person was going to be a problem. And I also feel like your person also knew that this person would be a problem, but they were so busy, wrapped up in you and on cloud nine that they failed to protect themselves against this ex, that they were, that they were oblivious, that they were angry, right? They thought, some of them thought they had like at least a friendship with the ex, but I'm getting that as soon as the ex saw your body and saw that you were a level up from them, they became an enemy to you guys. Okay. And the T is that you guys are going to be restoring your prosperity, and that this person, you guys are, you have the key to this person's home and heart, and that they're the ones that are you're about to, I don't know, you're about to issue a warrant for their arrest. I'm hearing an ex is about to go to prison or something like that. I'm hearing an ex is about to go to prison for committing crimes against you. Okay. I'm hearing that this ex may have had a key to the home, or they had some type of relationship that was still, where they collaborated in some type of way, or this was a failed relationship that they still hadn't adapted from, and you came in and made this person adapt. It's like something where you came into this person's life and inspired and showed them a prosperity. You were like the key to prosperity with this person, and this is why they're so wild about you. Is because like some of you guys, the T is that you were psychic and intuitive about their care, and that you were really in tune with them, and that they never had experienced this unconditional love. I'm hearing that this was a deep and tenacious relationship, where an ex made it about your body type, but it was really because you were the one that opened the door and opened the key, like you had the key to prosperity, and opened them up to an awareness where they were previously not aware and oblivious to something that was violating and harming them. Okay. This could have even been like the ex, right, where they could no longer wear this facade when you came around and showed this person what it really was like to have a good partner. It's like something where you came around and showed them what a deep and tenacious relationship really is. You came around them and you had a fertility that offered this person a grander expression than they had ever seen before. So they thought they had something deep and tenacious with their ex. They realized how that immediately broke down when this ex saw your body, or when this it's like it just happened. It just was a disillusionment where they thought that they were getting nurturance, care, and sensitivity, and they thought that they were getting taken care of with an ex, but that was really just a pretending. That was really them pretending to be nurturing, sensitive, and caring because they had a personal agenda, or they had some type of other power of attraction that they use to manipulate a situation, perhaps as well, or they just realized that this person was not really caring for them, that that was fake love, right? That they were just there for money, or to steal sex, right? They were not actually into them. That they were really just there to steal from you, or they were just there to get a vengeance. Okay. And I feel like people are saying the T is that you are you are the key to this person's prosperity, and that they know that like this makes them wild about you because they had never experienced a prosperity like this until they came until you came into their life. And some of them, they have been feeling nostalgic about an ex, or they have been struggling with releasing this ex because they needed to adapt from this ex, and you came in and empowered them with an awareness that helped them, they acted as a key to helping them adapt away from this person who was violating them. Okay. And they're saying that the ex resorted to doing anything, that they got desperate and unhinged to to steal sex, money, and power from you. Okay. We have murky thoughts. Yeah, I know. You know that this is your person. I'm here with the ring. They're saying that the person, T is that the person came in and gave you the ring. This person came in and gave you the ring, and that they were just like, that they were not the ones that God chose, right? They were not the ones that God chose, even though they did the most. I'm hearing that it was a competition between you and your ex, between you and the ex, and some of you guys, you won. And even if you didn't have as much established with this person, even if you did not have all these memories or creative projects with this person, you were still the one that they had, that they were obsessed with. They could not deny their obsession with you and how you have been their key to prosperity, and their ex was just someone who was pretending, someone who was just serving an image, or projecting an image that served them. And something where the T is that you unlock something to help this person choose prosperity instead of this psychological lust of a past investment with someone who was violating them. Okay, it's like the T is that you empower, like something where you came in, disillusioned their ex, and showed them that their ex was just begging for sex, money, and power. And some people will think like, this ex, it's like something where the ex may have came around and was like, oh my God, I really want sex, or oh, I'm really into you, baby, oh, I've been thinking about you and everything that we used to have. And this was like, this was an illusion of a attraction. It's like, oh my God, can I restore my relationships that failed, or can I, resolve my psyche of something that I might be feeling guilty of, or this ex, they may have had a past issue with this ex and then felt guilty when they moved on to you, or they felt guilty because they saw you as having a privilege of a different of a better body or something else, right? And so they realized that this was not this was they were oblivious. They were villainizing you for having a sexy body, or being the one that was in the house, or you the one that they were wild about, and they villainized you for being so hot and sexy. But really, it was just a gift to them, and that you were really their key to prosperity. You made their heart, soul, mind, and body sing with joy. It was not just about sex. It was that you you gave them an awareness that broke them free from some type of implicit suffering, and they knew that you were the ones that they wanted to marry and stuff like that. And this ex was just someone who kept coming around begging for sex, and this was like a pretending. This was like a pretending of a sexual attraction, and just like created the illusion of attraction, and that like they were just coming around so they can seize and search your home, is what I'm hearing, so they can like pretend to want sex, but it was really them not having any keys to prosperity to be eliciting real desire for sex, right? They just wanted to steal money and power away from you, and they see that after this cycle of not being aware of this ex that was trying to harm them, that they're coming back to offer you a ring, is what I'm hearing. They're saying that they know that all these exes from the past, or all these other options, just didn't have it the way that you did. And I'm hearing that they went to explore their options and get their closure around their past and get prepared for marriage, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that the T on you is that this person is getting ready for marriage. King of Wands, look at them looking at you across the way, right? The Two of Wands reversed, and then we have the Devil in the reverse. Okay, so I think that right now, this person still may not be planning. I think that they still need to adapt through something, and they're still, what the T is that they're obsessed with you and wild about you with the Devil. Okay, and that they're having to learn that this past investment that they had with an ex was not the attraction, that it was just their inability to cope with their past failures, right? And they can't. They're really pessimistic right now because of some type of violation that this ex did. That this ex made to delay you guys. Okay, clarifying the Two of Wands. Yeah, they know that you're very secure within yourself, and so some of them, these other people from the past, their exes from the past, have just been fighting for power and authority in your life after you came in and showed this person true prosperity. They know that you're the one that's secure because you have the privilege, and that they know that you know that they're wild about you, and that you are the ones that have the true power in their life, and that these other people just struggle for power by drumming up feelings of nostalgia to, but that's really manipulation. It's like things are not the same as they used to be with these ex-partners, and those are just a wishful thinking that they can restore what was lost. but it was really a shadow. They're saying that it was really a shadow attachment with people who are not moving forward. Like they know that you're the one that's getting the ring in the secure position, and they're just the ones that were the obsessions, the ones that were begging for sex, the ones who forced themselves into your home to steal something, and um, and that the tea is that they're not planning anything towards them because you're the one that's getting the ring. The tea is that they're not moving forward, and that triggered them when they saw that you guys are moving forward, okay, or they know that this person is desiring you for sex, okay. Yeah, and I think that like this person, I think that after getting violated by an ex, they knew that this like them getting back involved with their ex was them trying to like the tea is that like whatever like that they did to like I don't know something where there may have been a cycle of them not planning or a cycle of them struggling to it with the Four of Cups, like struggling to adapt past this ex, okay, especially the ones that have financial security or creative projects together. They're saying that there's this person is realizing that they risk their prosperity with an ex, and now it feels like your relationship is also over, right? Some of you, they feel like your relationship is over, or that they know that this means that they need to come back and give you the ring, and it means giving other people some unfortunate rejections, and giving them, turning them away and putting up a lot of boundaries. And so they're saying that this person has been delaying doing that, but they're sitting there obsessed about you, right? They're sitting there stagnant, emotionally stagnant, because they really are too prideful that you brought something into their awareness that they were previously oblivious to with an ex that they thought that they had prosperity with. Somebody coming around begging for sex where you were not interested in them is a telltale sign. Like, who are you wild about? Who are you wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about? If that does not match the reality, then it's not real. And so this person, the tea is that this person had a psyche that was disparate, that their reality was not matching the mental state. And so some of them, they just sit there and are getting burdened by not planning, or they're so pessimistic or something like that, or they just instead they chose someone else. They chose to stay with an ex and pretend that they were not violating them because they were too prideful to admit that they were really rejected and abandoned by all these exes, and that they really just came around to attack them for sex, money, and power, and that wasn't really prosperity. And that's the tea, y'all. The tea is that they were played by an ex, after, like, in that they were inspired to conflict. They might have even been inspired to conflict with you, um, and this was the motivation of triangulation, and they realized that like they triangulated you to hurt your self-esteem, or to because they saw that you were really the one with the privilege or something like that, and they went and thought that like someone, they villainized you for having a sexy body or having a privilege, or the being the one that they were wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about. That they thought that the ex was the safer option, but the ex was the one that was really violating them. And when they got an awareness around the ex, they realized that they had chose wrong, and they played themselves. LOL. I'm hollering. That's what I'm seeing.